Okay, guys, take a look at the meeting minutes from last month. See if there's anything you need to make corrections on if you haven't already looked at them. Mine's white too. I just
You're gonna drink it?
yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have to move that high, did you?
No, I
It was just like right here, so I was like, I'm gonna back to. Not grab it like 3 times here. Special sections.
Does anybody know who made the most last month on minutes?
Probably me.
Probably. Brad, the CPU guy in there.
Yeah, that's like Diane.
And so Diane, yeah, okay, so Diane would have seconded. So yeah, I'm gonna check to make sure you're recording.
I am recording, I've checked it.
Double check, okay,
It said live, so
all right,
I waited until I moved around.
okay,
The other one reported fine, so
Okay,
I don't know what happened.
yeah.
Last month.
so yeah, we didn't make a decision for the special, they made it, so. Make a motion to. I'll second.
On paper. Post. Any corrections seen other than the. Open public comment. Anybody? Very.
Oh, yeah, I got 2 things. One is that we been out in the back of the yard for, I don't know, an hour. There's 3 vehicles that went down the walking trail, drove down, walking.
Just now?
Yeah, tonight.
Well,
I
they
told
couldn't
this
drive down there tonight.
Huh?
They didn't drive down there tonight. He set those big posts, they can't drive across it.
Bridge.
Talking about the walking trail. Yeah, they're coming down and then going through Chuck Myers. And getting on the walking trail and then going around and I'm hauling down, that's not a road and all that good stuff, but I called dispatch. Okay. With that sign, I guess.
He's talking about the trail behind Shopmire over to.
What if they're running there, they feel down to.
That's about what I'm thinking, because there's other ones that are coming through. Another just going out.
So we did have a car drive over the bridge.
Yeah.
Or the
Yesterday, there was a delivery truck that went across the bridge. It was a van, so.
That's no longer. That's been
Now
stopped
there
today.
is concrete anchored in, sits like 6 posts dead center of the bridge over it, so okay. How to cross it.
Well, I just, yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a problem, I just.
Well, the project should be finished by the end of the week.
Yeah,
It's a plan, so.
I just, you get cars on that walking trail and stuff there, but
Well, yeah.
a lot of time went into that. So, the second thing that I have is that, Rosedale American Legion is having we're having our annual, firework display. And, we've been putting this on for the community, for several years now, since about 5 years now. And really never asked for any kind of assistance, help, whatever else this year we're asking. May I approach? Okay. Here you go, you want to pass that for you, I have a problem too. And this is just, a summary coming from the commander, of the Legion itself, asking, for a donation. I know that it is, kind of late in the season, but, anything would probably help at this point. We have raised or trying to raise $10,000, and any amount that would go towards it would be very, very helpful, since the Legion is putting it on for the community and the surrounding, residents. So that's all I have to say. That terrible. When am I gonna get my chickens?
Why you still want those chickens?
I still want my chickens.
Chickens in town.
Somebody stole my little stuff.
You don't put air conditioning in there for the chicken.
Hey, they're for food. Not for pets.
Well, we might all have to start. Jerry, what have you spent in the past on fireworks?
Last year it was, the year before it was 4. Last year it was, I'm sorry, the last 2 years it's been 6. The year before that's been 4. This year we're trying for 10. So
Is that just for fireworks or for food and everything?
everything, everything is free to the public. Nothing is, except for if you want to purchase, drinks or whatever else. So,
No open bar.
sorry,
No open bar.
if it's open to the public, it's open to the public. That's the bar, that's
We
free.
don't have open bar, free bars.
Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't hear that free,
Yeah.
that open bar part of it, I meant, open to the public.
Yeah.
So
Do you have insurance? Is there a rider or something like that?
Sorry,
You have insurance?
about 5 years out.
that, the insurance, that the American Legion
Okay.
has a policy.
I didn't know where they asked you to get a special license rider for that.
You would, if you have any questions, please refer to, the commander for advice on that. Commander is Ken Lau. Yeah. And advice is, Brian Rowe.
Jerry, are you guys signing these off to yourselves or are you hiring a firefighter?
No, it's, private. We hire that out, so, yeah, we can't do that ourselves. Things went up over the years, and last year was, we went with bigger fireworks. So this year, we're trying to go with a lot bigger fireworks to make it more enjoyable. And the crowd is being quite, big. So there's street hot dogs, hamburgers, festivals, music, and then fireworks. Yeah, all the alcohol that you want to purchase.
Do all of you ask for donations or going to here? You guys?
I'm sorry,
Are you asking others for donations too?
there has been, yes, there's been people out that has been asking for donations, whether or not where they're at with it, but, I asked if I could come to the meeting, and I got the okay, so, and that's why I wanted to bring it to you, present it to you guys.
Do you have any idea how much you guys have already raised for it?
That I do not know. All committees are supposed to pitch in about $2,500, and that would equal out to the 10,000. But the limit is on that is each organization is, you kind of catch thin with all the other donations that we do each year. And, the public help, does help a lot.
We do not, we've never done anything like that before. As far as, I did some research on this several years back. Um, I think that Montezuma takes fireworks, and I think that Kathy Morgan takes some help. Not from her general fund, but maybe from her utilities, and puts a little bit of money over to help them out, because you're a little bit tax money. Your general fund is made up of tax money, and tax money must be appropriated. And your utility funds, you have a little more flexibility. So that's, yeah.
Alright. We would have another meeting before the 4th of July.
I think probably what needs to happen is you guys probably need to give me a couple days to see how we could go about that, what we could do. And then I can call everyone. That's.
So we
Yeah.
probably do a special.
No, I don't think you have to do a special for something like that. That could be just a phone, yes, no. So, yeah.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Jared.
No problem. See you later.
Funnel cake was good.
I'm sorry?
Funnel cake was good. I did.
Well, thank you very
I
much.
didn't get a funnel cake. I know.
No, I
Just
didn't.
wanted to let you know.
But
I'm
it's-
camera, but we'll talk about that later.
Thanks, Jared. Crowds up there.
We thought it was kind of, the attendance was down this year. So, yeah, we didn't see as many as, you know, the strawberry, shortcake stand get. Cause we're right across the street, but last year and the year before, I mean, they were swamped. This year it was, I mean, we was all like, wow, it's kind of messed up, so. And the rest of us on our side too, so.
So do
Gotta like watch the crowd a little bit. The crowd would come, but they would only come for just the events. You know, like Saturday was pageant shows and all that good stuff. And as soon as that they were done, they you know, they said, see you later. So,
you gotta come to the Civic Center board and tell people that. Opinions
I'll
or.
write that down.
We'll see you there.
All right. Hey, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Jared.
Go ahead and have some.
I do. I do. Because I'm on the Civic Center board, I wanted to see about getting the town's assistance with making some improvements on property. We talked about it, not sure if it's a viable option. There's a large area that is an old concrete pad. So the tax truck and take the dump truck, etc.
Well, does that belong to the civic center? What is the?
It does belong to the civic center and it's not usable because it's so broken up and so old. And as I came on board, just kind of watching things, and then as I was there for the Strawberry Festival, you see a lot of space that wasn't utilized with some of that. So obviously the civic center does fundraising, grants, things like that, and you know, our number one priority is a roof. But if, you know, we're looking to revitalize things and improve areas and make things better for the community, that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up here, to see if that was a possibility. And then someone mentioned that Brad Thompson gave a very good deal to the town and did great work with his concrete work, and reaching out to him to say, hey, would you be willing to do X for us from a community perspective?
We, for the sidewalks, we had, yeah. I think that's. I think that Jason's always wanted to help the civic center out. Maybe plow the lot.
I'm balling full foot off.
He is, he's moved around their shacks before and plow their snow. I know, but, and that kind of stuff, so I hope WFT guys probably, we can pull that concrete out that excavator pretty gosh dang fast. And I'm sure you
So
have.
that's what
something
you're
else in.
asking is that we assist in helping remove the old and get rid of it?
Yeah,
Just the hang spot.
and I forget who said, I'll have to think about that. They said you can dump all that concrete at my house.
I was gonna say, a lot of farmers, take them for washouts, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody will take it, they just have to figure out.
I feel like it was Brad Yao, but we talked about a lot of things. He's like, I'll take that concrete.
Yeah.
So,
So, take it out, probably just. Basically,
So after he gets all his chores done.
yeah.
Well, I
And
mean,
we're in no hurry. I just literally brought it up to the civic center in our next board meeting. I would like to bring it up to them and I hope that say I've talked with the town. They're in agreement. Can we do this? There were enough people that were walking around and stuff and it's just broken. It's a hazard. It's,
There was rebar.
there wasn't, but it's just,
it's
broken.
it's just all,
Yeah.
where is it?
yeah, we looked at it the other.
It's at the end of the parking lot on the backside.
So how much of the grass there is civics?
There's an easement between that and Montgomery's house. And then it's kind of L shaped and that's where the
Okay.
concrete pad sits. But I think that it would be more usable, obviously, it's my first time on work with the civic center. So I have all these great ideas and
So you're wanting.
it could be used for other things, it could be events.
Yeah, I think Brad did pretty good work for us, and they do pretty reasonable, it's way more reasonable than any other ones we got.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
say,
yeah.
we talked a little bit about this and I was like, he was like a third of the cost of most of folks and Clinton uses them as well, like
He's not working with Clinton anymore, but, I mean, I don't think he has a question, so, but yeah, he might.
What would be the difference in the asphalt for this? Still using it for
Yeah,
parking.
Parking, put fenders on it, put up a basketball goal. I mean, if pickleball court wasn't taken, the space is big enough for some form of court. I know that Kinsey did some great some things last summer where she wanted to revitalize a lot more summer activities for kids. So when it's just like we've got the space, how to clean it up, yeah. Clean it up with no money.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a community garden for the first year, I don't know,
that would be amazing.
but it definitely needs cleaned up. And you guys are great reasons.
Purdue Extension has a community garden.
Oh, nice. And we get spaghetti squash.
okay, old business, on old business is the access problem.
I'm going, the survey fee is on your bills. I misunderstood that. EJ asked me if I had sent him a check. I was like, no, we have to run through the meeting. And I'm like, oh, wait, you did vote on it. So it's on your bills tonight. So that took about tomorrow for that. And then it'll probably be 6 weeks before you read. So.
HWC contract, they've already,
I already said that.
the bridge is currently being worked on, so we're down by the. We'll have to wait how long before?
He said he said he wants to let it settle for a while, but he indicated to you how long.
He's talking, he said we could asphalt over it within like 2 weeks, cause he's gonna bring in the
Bill,
non-diggable float fill, which pretty much it's like hard like concrete. We used it up in Lafayette quite a bit. driveway. But once they flow fill 53, they said it needs like 2 weeks. And then he was pretty eager on, I get milestone here and we'll get it. Like, well, we want to do the whole top right here. So I'd say it's gonna be gravel until probably next spring.
But it will be drivable.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's probably, yes.
So I will say they are not doing a guardrail on the side. They're bringing in big sandstones they have up there. He said he's trying to keep the historic sandstones usable. I don't know. But he's gonna kind of make a wall of sandstone.
What did you say?
What did we pay for?
Well, we didn't pay the county anything. We're not paying the county anything. We bought the pipes.
Oh,
And it's their labor, they're donating, or not donating, they have it in their budget to do that. So this is one of their bridge projects. So we bought the material, so we'll pay for the flowable fill too. Bought the pipes and stuff like that. So, but I hadn't talked to him about that change.
It was just, he said it this morning. When he talked about going, I assumed he would.
Yeah.
Is that like those big barriers they put in?
I think it's what they use on the trails.
They do, I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
He thinks it'll look nice, if not, then can get it and put rubber will fit.
Yeah.
So,
Because originally it was supposed to be guardrail and reflectors, is what he told me.
right.
Yeah.
Then we may have to fix the guardrail for the little walker that we have. They did cut a section of it out. I don't know what it's gonna look like once they're done. Those pipes are probably 60 feet long, not a little longer. They're pretty big. But they had to cut out a section of the guardrail to get the pipes in through the ditch. So we may have to. So.
Hello, water. Fine, maybe. That's. All the old buildings, we have windows. Oh, okay. So we are looking at making a resolution to potentially purchase a police cruiser from the town of Rockville. It's thoughts on any of May, like any suggestions, questions, comments, concerns.
Guys, everybody has to talk louder for the microphone.
You have a chance to ask James to do.
Oh, okay.
First, oh,
where are they?
There's one there for the back.
I don't know if there was also language.
That's all I got. I thought there was a guy there. I don't know if this place is a map.
I sprayed it up.
I know, it was worse. It was worse, I know. It's been real busy.
Broke the swing.
I think it could be a good thing. I mean, it's definitely a good deal. I think we could, if it would get Chris out, well, Michael, I'm sure you know about this, but.
Yeah, I talked to Ian after I talked to Brad,
Okay,
or after Brad called me about it. From what I know about the vehicle, it's a 2016.
yeah, we've got.
Or-
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
or quarter cage. Brand new tire.
What's your thoughts on it?
How many miles are on?
103,000, but regular service. A lot of in-town driving, mostly in-town driving from what I got gathered from me. I mean, it'd be great for call outs.
Was there any incidents in the back seat?
But it's got a cage in it, so I mean, there's probably something that occurred back there at one point in time. But
Been cleaned?
oh, I'm sure it has.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably gonna need a top to bottom cleaning as far as that goes. But as far as call outs go, it'd be great, you know, instead of leaving my house, coming down and getting Tahoe, and then going to a call, potentially taking, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it takes minutes, but you have to open the door, shut the door, get the car, leave, versus leaving my house and then going directly to where we need to go. It would cut down a lot of time.
So your thoughts are taking it home?
Oh no. There would be, the Tahoe would be at my house, and then the Explorer would be here. And then it'd be used for Strawberry Festival, it'd be used for other things that, because instead of going 2 people in one car, you could have multiple units out at one time. And for the
Sitting
cable,
up there, that's a obvious deterrent.
Well, now I don't know funds do we have?
Well, because something like that, I mean, insurance comes out of the general fund, all of the public safety, police money comes out of the general fund. So, I mean, public safety fund, just fund 2,500, it has a pretty good balance right now, $35,000. I mean, that's where we have to come from. I don't have anything else set aside for a purpose like that. What does come out of that fund is it's also shared with the fire department, so they have some commitments out of that fund. I mean, it has, we built it back up. It was over budgeted for several years. And so, I mean, you guys could, that's where we have to come from. I don't have another place to take it from, if that's what you're asking.
How often does Chris patrol? Does Chris patrol and all, you know, see patrol around, is he your assistant or what?
the reserve.
Does he patrol around here?
I mean, since I've started, sprinkled here and there.
Okay.
It would be something that a discussion at another time of what my plans are. Or what I want to go moving forward.
I just wanna know if he did patrol or not.
Do you have anybody else that you know?
I mean, there's people out there just never putting it out there that we want an additional person. But there's gonna be a caveat to it too. I mean, Brad will know. I mean, as far as getting somebody with an academy grad that's gonna come down and do it for free, it makes it difficult. But massaging it to where, you know, the perks of why and the 16 hours a month that the reserves are, or the reserve is supposed to be working, would offset the equipment that they get, the potential vehicle that they would be able to drive by themselves, they wouldn't have to share anything, would help out tremendously. I'm not saying that it gets dirty from one person to the next, but it's just like anything else. You get in your kid's car after you drive it, or your kid gets in it after you drive it, it's a little different. Everything you gotta move, push away, and, you know, get it back where you want it. And it would be set up for where it would be their car. There would have to be look into grants and things like that for the radio or computer, which we have a computer mount we can put in there. It just won't be the fancy surface that we've got now. It'll be a
Radios are pretty cheap, like, so. Would be a cost for that.
Well, they don't have any idea how much the insurance might be. And we're gonna have it in our budget to. Calculation.
I mean, we can add it. I don't know off the top of my head. I have no idea.
We have to know tonight.
Yeah, because there are meetings that they can't. Don't like the resolutions, how much is whether. Someone else.
in
it would be benefit, not to say it never happened, now that I'm gonna say it out loud, it's probably gonna happen. But assisting out in the county, not saying we do it a lot, but there are some times that all the units are up north and we're the only law enforcement south 36. Out in the county, we're out there in the middle of the night, they decide to jump out in front of cars. If that were to happen, going to a call or anything like that, we would have something to fall back on, and that way that vehicle is getting fixed. Again, not to say it would happen, but now that I say it out loud, it probably, I'm not saying it will, but my luck is the best the way it is. That's why I didn't state what would be hit, but everybody from Florida.
Probably a deer.
I mean, well, that's what it means. I mean, but it's, and how long
I'm thinking we're talking about a person jumping out, so I'm glad that we're not talking about a
But
person.
for the
jumping
topic,
out.
how long, I mean, for Eddie's car when he went off the road, how long was his out?
Well, he ranted.
Well, I'm just a general.
But I'm talking about mine, I've already been in the shop for,
How long were you out without it in a reserve car?
a while, since file, now Sam, well, got that. Wow, that's what I was saying, try to get fixed, whatever.
We would be out of the vehicle, we wouldn't be able to control, we'd be sitting in the office. And that's about what we'd be doing. Or get a little bicycle out. My body bicycle.
What is the insurance on the new?
So right now, well, this is really not a great example because they were charging us for 2 vehicles I took off there over 2 years that I finally got, but she did refund that back, but it looks like our, our business auto is about $2,500 a year. This is paid to. This is one of those things where I just pay the bill and then I think about it later.
So we leave one car out and then the one in the garage.
That would be my plan. Is the one out, being up on top of the hill, be a deterrent from speeding that is rampant up West Hill.
So you're just gonna park it up there or ice house?
Park it at the house.
You to move it around all 4 entrances. Down.
We need to do what super troopers to get the dummy in there.
Yeah.
And just let it sit.
Yeah.
Don't say I'm the dummy either.
No, no,
I see, I heard, I saw the wheel turn, yeah.
no.
It's okay.
Taking it personal. Can anybody drive it up with the water?
Well,
I don't think. But please do.
no.
Oh.
I've got a gummy thing that I.
Let's just, no, she's there.
It's already reserved.
There we go.
Really, I gotta stick out that certificate. That's we had it for driving best and first.
I guess it's about $5,000 a year. Cause this is paid twice a year. But this is a biannual payment.
So is that just for the truck,
The truck and the police car and the dump trucks,
Oh.
both the other trucks.
Got a little.
Yeah,
Yeah, so both of those as well. Yeah. So,
but that's the,
That's for all of the.
yeah,
your point.
so. It's not the same as like your car insurance at home where you can see that your Ford is this much and this is this much. It's like a different. I mean, it is broken down like that, but I don't get a bill like that. I get different information, so.
How much higher was it before the other was taken off there?
It was double.
Yeah.
It was 10 grand a year before that.
Pretty close, yeah. I got quite a bit back. So I have to call her. Quite blame her anyway, so I can ask her, but I mean, that's gonna help me tonight, so.
Your plan is to use it.
And you utilize, most definitely. When you slow implementation to get some radio or our radio, equipping it, decaling it, or
Eclipse, don't decal it.
Decal's already there, they're leaving the police decal.
oh, okay, I didn't. Good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing it won't have is the radio, from my understanding. Everything else is.
Do you think
big
if we
left
get
there.
a grant, might have
Oh, you don't want to be for regular.
I had to read it for something, and I was trying to figure out what something was on it, so I made it live.
Everything's there. The only thing they're picking out is the radio.
Yeah, they're just taking it out and
Yeah.
unplugging the back of it, taking it out,
Yeah.
from what Leonard was talking about, they didn't say the decal and everything else.
Yeah, so they agreed to take the Rockford stuff. That's based in 9 months. Okay.
Guess what he's done? Use it.
What's valued at, like, paying for, huh?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, yeah.
That's a good news.
Cause didn't he, how much was, I don't remember how much he said he valued that, like.
So-
Trade in.
The trade-in, so what it was, he said they would give it to us for what Ford was gonna give them. It was 3,000. But,
They would have to be.
yeah, totally, yeah.
They were gonna have to get it.
Yeah.
Because the cage and the console and everything, and then put
Lights.
and the lights and everything in it, and then put
Cost them
bench
more
seat in the back
commission
and
than
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
trade.
the equipment in
You
it
get
for
these, you know,
what the vehicle is.
oh,
Or cage is worth $1,700-$1,800, depending on how it's set up in itself.
I say we buy it.
hey,
Sold.
That's another thing. That's an idea, replacement.
but, I mean, you just don't, these don't feel elsewhere, and then for as cheap as it is. And, you know, it didn't come from like state police, county. Sometimes.
Jordan. Can you think of it? It's not till the 15th.
Don't have time to advertise for another special session. I mean, you do, I guess.
This was a regular meeting.
Right, we're having a regular meeting, yeah, but you can make a decision in special session. But, I mean, somebody just needs to make a motion, see where your vote is, let's say.
Make a motion to purchase it.
They take two.
To what? You want to
Yeah.
partner?
2,000.
Oh, that would be. Right, we felt.
Anybody wanna make the motion to purchase?
All the things you purchased.
Second. I'm on the fence personally. It's like, I see it being a value and I see it being of use, but it's also money that potentially spend somewhere else.
How many tickets did we write last month?
We had a few traffic stops, but nothing, we talked to a few people during the Strawberry Festival with their lack of doors and things of that nature.
Lack of doors?
Stopped in S10 pickup that didn't have any doors on it.
Oh, fine. That's illegal.
Yeah. Had to explain
Yeah,
to them.
I guess Jeeps can.
They are factory made to come off, and that's what I had to explain to this guy, cause he's like, "Oh, Jeeps can do it, like they're factory made, they actually come off for a reason. They can be taken off easily, S10 pickup doors have to, they have to be unbolted, and he didn't have side mirrors either. So they needed to be EMT and kind of get to talk to people about that. There's around the
It's not gonna just sit, that was my thing, I wanna get it just because it's a good deal, if it's gonna be used. And it's not gonna hurt us going forward, but.
I know I have enough savings, but for what you're paying for it, if you use it for a year and you really pay the same working out, you can probably easily get the money back.
Who priced out?
I don't know.
Or hard back, makes. I want it. All the lights bids.
The green kid?
Yes.
They are fair on the job.
Alright, Brad's your first, do you guys have a second?
Look for a Randy board.
I'll second it.
All in that other one. Because I have some here. I have one that's.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
but like I said, I'm only,
Flush out.
you know, with the years up,
Order.
I have
Look at this.
how much is it to do.
Yeah, I wanna know mine
Six,
Yeah.
fucking nine
and
minutes.
miles
Yeah.
over here now, that's like how much we be.
And hours
Oh,
the,
no. Yeah, right, this way. Not your fuel.
whether it's
And,
your
and
church.
him using it, not as much as the Tahoe. just Using that car and not putting as many miles fuel really better. And so he's not putting as many miles on the Tahoe, which makes the value. They are definitely, I was, I'm like the fleet manager on these. Cars that we're leasing, he was with Enterprise today talking about the resale buyers in Tahoe. Give it up.
It's not for personal use, direct to the gas station.
One,
No,
this one.
on my card.
You'd like to see where I could cap.
No, I've got it.
Been in an accident. I was like,
No, I see.
oil in it.
Yes, like the car, that's what it. Yeah, I think we said the picture, but that's why I asked if we could make sure that if we were doing it, that move the rock a little bit. Keep the police, that way we don't have to. Spend that kind of money on having to do that. Okay, we have a first and a second, all in favor? All opposed? Yeah, it's so.
If you want.
like, same car.
So.
So motion carries.
Yeah. Um,
Got it. No,
that's a whole page. Mhm.
It's split in five.
Right.
Five.
I seen the rest change, that's like, it's definitely coming down.
Well, I don't have to worry about that. I'm not, it's not tucked away in.
I do.
Oh. Well, no, that won't be any here.
Okay, what's next?
Yeah.
You say everybody else can sign it, fill it out, so. So, it's not bad. Cody, I do have two additional appropriations that I filed in the newspaper. You guys could make motion to approve that, one of those is $1,400 for the pipes that are going in down here, just coming out of CED money. And another is $7,122, which is the current payment for the truck, take it out of scan. So I just, they've been advertising in the newspaper by statute, so I just need to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve that. Done.
The pipes are on the bills tonight. There was a little bit of freight in there that I wasn't anticipating, but I just took that as miscellaneous.
I motion. Okay,
Okay. I have a second. Okay.
all in favor on that?
So,
I have not, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't follow that up. I just, this last month with graduation and everything going on. Not talk to Scott about it. I talked to Scott, I can text him tomorrow. I thought about it earlier today and I've been kind of buried on the first one of the office, so that's my fault, so. No, I'll follow back up with it. There's a group message between Scott and I and the group with this guy. So, so there's that, but yeah, yeah, exactly. One thing I do want to talk about, so we currently use a voice Keystone software for the office. That's fund, utility, and payroll. We've used the software for as long as I've been here. It's not my favorite. It's workable and a lot of government uses it. They've been bought out by BSA, the larger company, and so they have some cloud versions and everything like that. Migrates to the cloud, and so Brandy Asher and Rockville is moving Rockville to the cloud, and it's costing them $75,000. Okay, so that's how expensive the software is starting to get. And our non-cloud version, renewal this year is $10,000, which last year like was 9,000 something. And you do get some support with that and everything, but it's kind of frustrating because you're not getting a lot of stuff that we feel like we should be getting.
Yeah.
So I did talk to another software company the other day. He kind of told me, but their software, I don't know what their cost difference is exactly, but I think I'm gonna demo with him just because I'm curious. Because his software allows you to pay bills through ACH out of your software. And it's like some things that I can't do now with this software. I can also set a paycheck or direct deposit, things like that with software. I can't add that on to Keystone, but it's an additional charge. And so just some things that I think might be valuable to the office if the cost is somewhat comparative. I don't know what the learning curve is. It does have some pretty good reviews, but I do think that Voices software, it's the price goes up every year, and we're certainly not getting more than what they're not updating it and upgrading it. It's the same that it's been in the last 8 years that I've been using it. So Pry Municipal is who I talked to, so I'm gonna do a little more demoing with them. And they also, it's not like you could just switch. They have to be able to take you on, and they have to be able to migrate all your data and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of this process. So just something that I've been just kicking around, I think might be better. So
How much is your software now?
$10,000 for the year. Like I said, you do get support. That's for a couple of users. That's fun, payroll, and utility billing. So.
So I saw that, right.
Yes, I have put out an ad to hire a new deputy clerk. I have had some people inquire today. I just put that up today. It's because I didn't really have time with everything going on, graduation and stuff the last few weeks, to really meet with anybody. I've had some people inquire. And I will say this, I've told several people that I've inquired that it would really be ideal for the deputy clerk to live in the town of Rosedale. so they can start training and maybe learning some more of my job. If something happens to me tomorrow, good luck, everyone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so it would be nice to have someone here that can potentially fill that role or, you know, at least take some of the burden off or whatnot. But I've had several people inquire, do you have to live in the county or just like people all said, like some girl came up with an application. I asked her where she lived and she said, I live here. And I was like, where do you live? She's like, I live in Rosedale, I'm out here. So down have to actually be in the town limits. So I'll take, I'm gonna hire someone regardless, but, that's what I really see is someone that can learn more than just utility bill. Cause that's really all that the previous deputy clerk did was utility bill. But I need someone that I can have help with the cemetery and I need someone, you know, I just need something that you can do a little more with.
So,
But-
Easier job.
But I just something a little bit more. So I did put an ad out today, so. I will say I do believe I'm gonna have to have a printer. But I'll find some, I've gotta do some research, mine's damning every day. That it started with me, it's about 8 years old, so. All I gotta do some research to get something out, so I'll give you guys a call and figure out what's possible.
Water.
Meetings, when penalties, no tax, no cutoffs, yes. Yeah. What happened? Jace, do you have anything water sewer? Okay. Okay, Rob did come by and talk to Jason and I the other day. He said he's having some trouble with the lift stations and he had it funked out by McAllister's.
So I bumped out by McAllister, they had to refine. For going out.
Yeah. Said he was getting a lot of, if you saw my Facebook post, please do not flush. He said he's getting a lot of non-flushable items in those lift stations. That's causing some issues. So I put that out and I'll put that on the water bills next month too, as a reminder.
Watching this stuff, punch red and stuff down, so that's.
Right. Flushable does not mean flushable. Correct.
Jason, have anything?
I got patch, I've done some.
Yes.
Give bigger spots. Still a lot to do. We're kind of doing it as we have time. But it will be done. I got the 2 spots that were the biggest complaint. That was my just.
There were a lot of compliments about how well the street looked. From the festival. Because it was actually, and somebody was concerned about patch.
I will say,
They weren't happy about it.
in the previous years that I've done the cleanup, the cars were gone. You know, they haven't moved by say once, so I had Thursday, Friday to clean up. This year was not that. This year, I tried to demo a couple cars because I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Luckily, they got it done about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then, so the street was not clean for the project. I didn't. Not sure.
Did you disconnect the water,
Which one?
the Starbucks festival water?
I always forget that.
I know, I know you always forget, so yeah.
Just to ask a question about Woods Alley. I know you rated it, but I thought we had allocated money to put any gravel down there, any rock or any something else. So
I just talked about bringing gravel in. I spent a couple hours down there trying to fill in a couple of the major holes. That is as far as I got. I'd like to get PM Justin down there. Justin does a lot of gravel work. Get his opinion. I a lot of our issue is the washing out through the side, so I tried to dig back in, bring the sides in. Uh, I'd look for paragraph now. I just, I'm not sure of how much.
We
because
did allocate money for that, but we also have to get some trash trucks off that road. Yeah, there's a little more to it, I think, yeah.
Well, during Strawberry Festival, it's kind of hard to get around. And I was thinking, somebody needed to get. Well, it's just only one entrance to the subdivision. Bars. Yes, there was an emergency and all that. I don't know whether if paving Woods Alley, possibly giving an entrance towards the back of the lot. Isn't there an alley where that? There used to be an alley.
Would it be, where would it be?
Behind my house.
I hear that.
To your back road. Come up between you
On the
and
other
your
side of
neighbor.
my fence.
Not her fence,
There used to be an alley, I think, that went, behind that trailer and you can tell where there was one, but it's not been mentioned. But I thought for just emergency personnel, maybe fire department, maybe.
I mean, it'd be nice to pave it, it would, because it would make, you cannot plow woods out with a snow plow. The only thing you can raise it up and hope you don't drag bottom, because what we do, it just tears the hell out of it. It's pretty rough.
Maybe we could, see how much that would
50,000,
HWC.
80,000. I still think we need to put cycle, bring up the correct, people move their trash.
Well, we talked about that last meeting.
Yeah, I mean, even that now would benefit,
That wouldn't help either way. I think they should get it.
but they're, right. I can only do so much with the equipment that I have. And that's where I come into an issue, but I do the best I can with what I have. So with that alley, the only thing I can do is go in with me, scrape it in, run the grader down the side. I mean, ideally, you need to get in everybody's yard, take it down back level so it can grade off.
Oh, Dustin uses a roller. He's got that one.
Let somebody like that offers.
Yeah, that's got a product in for, only tell me that they can afford it.
I thought about asking Calvin because we're developing a pretty good relationship and getting. Pretty operating. And then. He's got.
Park, we gotta get over park.
Excellent, so Jason does do a good job on park
That he's
and
brown
the
this.
trash and I know it's full there for a while, you got it empty, so I appreciate that.
I got something real quick while the county's here. Would it be an issue if I talk to them? They have that little big grader, but they do the county dirt road with it. If I could get Josh, he's pretty good on it. If I could get him to come in and regrade it, put ground in it, put graders, that would make a world of difference. When we come in and put it off down. If I get the county to do something like that, would that be fine?
Well, dude, I mean, anything that Ken wants to do and do work for us, we're up to, we're all fine with that.
That would probably, I just think you need to talk to
I
Matt.
know it's only June and it's just now hot. My sand spreader needs some serious tank, like work over. The problem is finding somebody that works on small engines. And there's somebody near Rosedale with a starter, and you think about it. And, he'd have to have like, an actual business. Yeah. for us to utilize that. Yeah, yes, license bond with all that. Small engine was a dying breed, and our then, well, I'm gonna see if he's licensed or anything.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
So Barb, you said park looks nice and thanks for being fast.
It's precious. Overflow.
I use it 3/4 time.
Jason, can you trim that dang tree, when you turn to go to the park that's hanging over the dumpster at, on the corner house? What's her name? It's Kennedy's house.
Oh, by the telephone pole.
Yes, but telephone pole. Can you trim that? Thank you. Had to get over it the other day. It's terrible.
Back on street, we do have the no parking street sign back up over there, correct? That was run over.
Down.
No,
I didn't even get to that. So it broke off pretty. It broke off pretty low to the ground. That's my issue. I don't want to run into him again to drill through the asphalt. If I can find a way to get something on it. Maybe generator or whatever, I can go and ride it on it and like pick that, pull the whole post out. It's just probably. Probably.
well, she talked about not being able to see it. I was like, yeah, that's.
Well,
big
that's-
an issue because there's still parking all the way up.
They do it on this side too.
Yeah.
Me, all the time, I'll come up to the stop sign and honestly, it's people, it's how I act on some of that. Whoever drives the light shows it works for people. They park there all the time. Thursday, no parking in time, so I'm no parking there at corner. I made it reasonable. Got fought it, put them in a very good spot.
Like that's on you.
I think we can do it before I stop.
I honestly, the other day I couldn't see anything and I was like, it might be.
The diner is crazy right now. It's crazy busy, which is great. That's
is great.
fantastic. It is great, yes.
But you can't see out.
I mean, even with the cars moved back, I think it's still hard to see.
Yes,
too.
it is. And I sometimes will go through the alley to Little Bear, but even then it's hard to see. If you're turning left, it's hard to see how this looks.
Too far. We're not gonna be able to do that. Taking to go with a green.
Okay,
We go with that red too.
I'll text him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll text him tomorrow.
I mean,
Yeah, it's just, like I
a
said,
blue green would be great, but,
okay, blue, but maybe green.
Strawberry,
See how that's
all red, everything.
It's on the spot.
Strawberry, get the, pineapple strawberries.
On the.
No crap.
Sarah asked me if she could put those up at the end of town, like, I'm sure.
yeah, I think the board will know.
Leslie,
Did she make those? Alright, so, you guys are on fire department.
Yes. So total runs of 9, they have a temp recess for medical call. And 3 trees down. 1 missing person. And 1 assist with the sheriff.
you get a missing person first.
Not to my knowledge.
Huh?
Not to my knowledge, but in
Missing person.
nobody called me.
That might have been while you were on. Okay, so
Yeah.
Chairman.
Two cremations, one burial.
Okay. And police.
Police, we have suspicious activity 1, ordinance violation 2, Parking problems 2, labor problems 1, students 1, traffic stops 3, reckless driving.
Place, like you said, you were gonna join a different ticketing system.
It's just implementing what we have, but uploading all the ordinances into the e-ticket program is what the plan is. 'Cause I talked to Rockville and that's what they use for their ticket system versus a regular ticket book, and it just makes it so much easier. And they can upload everything off that e-ticket system and just write tickets that way. Because trying to find a ticket book in the office for a town ordinance is just, I haven't found one yet. And to buy these, it's just, they're outdated anymore for physical tickets. You know, because back when I first started years ago, that's where you went. You did everything per ticket. Well, now it's everything with e-ticket program. Rockville's gonna assist in helping how they implemented their stuff into their e-ticket program to help with that, to help with us with our ordinances and ordinance violations, so we can write tickets instead of printing out something that was made up and approved by the attorney that we can, it's actual e-ticket that we can issue from our program, and make it a lot easier to print out from the car, don't have to write anything, just get their information, plug it into the system, print it off, hand it to them. That way we can, it just makes it more streamlined and easier.
I'll say this because Jason and I talked about this. Michael, I know that Kevin has some door hangers.
The red door hanger,
Yeah.
yep.
Is it possible for Jace to have a few of
Oh,
those?
absolutely.
And
Get a few of
when he's out,
That.
like, it's a mowing thing.
Yep.
That he can hang.
Yeah, 'cause it has an other option on there, you can do
Right.
other mowing, and they're self-explanatory as far as how to fill them out. It just has the address and what per se violation is, and check other and away you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's talking about that.
I've got a few at the office, so. I don't know if they're grabbing before you leave. You don't have to. Great.
Right.
Off the properties.
Foreclosure or not, yes, yes. I had a multiple conversations with LJ Michaels, and the first conversation he said, we're only allotted so much square footage to mow. Because they've lost too much money on south, so I was like, not my problem, just mow the whole thing. And then he said, well, will you send us a letter saying you're gonna put a lien on it? And they'll let us mow it. So I sent some letter. And then she called me. And she's like, oh, I'll just make sure he knows the right amount of places to mow. And I was like, okay, like 3 different things later, it's been mowed. You're like, yeah, I saw it.
Put those up.
Well, and who found it? Oh, parts, it was a little bit of that.
That, I mean, you've seen where some. So I can get. My shop, honestly, I probably hit like 85, 90, but it's not.
Okay, so that mobile home has transferred again. So, Sandrock transferred it to that Ireland, or the sisters transferred it to JD Ireland. He lived out by the lake, construction business. And then he never recorded the deed. Then in the meantime, now he's transferred it to some people in Ohio. No idea. I do have their address. I got their address from the auditor's office when I was digging on that. So I do have their address, so I don't know if it's a certified letter. I don't have like a phone number. I might try to call Kimmy Sandrock and see if she has a phone number and point of contact, but I did get an address from the auditor's office on the Taylor Street. But they live in Ohio. So I don't know what their plan is. I don't know. So,
I asked,
yes.
so we have a few properties in town that are similar to this issues. Do you need to, can we take action while we send them the certified letter and then Eventually it's gonna fall on somebody's accident.
What is it?
Be like that. The trailer. You know,
What, I think that for you?
it looks terrible. Like that's on it too.
There's cats and there's all kinds of animals over there. Yeah.
You know, it's for a neighbor, personally, browser's falling in. Overgrown. I think Andy or Jarvis was falling just to keep it knocked down.
Yeah, I wondered who was mowing part of it, cause I don't know who would be doing it.
But to come in and like just clear cut everything, I mean, it would take us a couple hours. And send somebody bill first chance, you find somebody, send it here.
Well, the thing to do if you do a cleanup like that, is you want to lien on the property for cleaning it up, but you have to give them proper notice that you're going to go onto their property and clean it up. There's that process.
What,
I mean,
I thought that was talked about, we could put a 10-day notice on the door and
I don't know about that.
maybe you're wrong, or thinking of something else.
Oh, before,
You were told that by Scott? But Scott would be with that.
well, I think he was the one that talked to Kevin about, I think it's, the burn down house. Remember, we ended up mowing that one time.
Cause at this point, we had 2 empty, or 3 empty properties, one's not as bad as it's rent out. So we have 2 empty properties, one's full of trash and garbage and. Then you got the one that's just.
Right,
overgrown.
right. So, let me see if I can do something and see if I can reach somebody on it. I'll call the NBC. But I did at least dig out an address for the. To answer your question, Jason, I don't know if it's that easy, but I wish that it was.
Me too. And I don't mind cleaning these properties, but I know there's a channel we have. to
Well,
take.
right, right, and it isn't a cost to us for you and your boys to go over there, we're paying you guys to clean up someone else's property,
Right,
so,
right.
yeah. So we have to recoup on that, so,
Appreciate that all.
yeah. I know.
I wanted myself.
I'm surprised as a neighbor,
Get the backhoe.
and somebody walk over there and gets done.
License. There's a house in the subdivision over here. You know about that one? So you can hardly see it.
Oh.
Talking about Riddle's house. No, I haven't. Blue house. Well, is it blue? You can't, like, you literally can't see the house behind it. All the crap, and all the trees and. That's in it. It's,
Is it on?
if you just go in subdivision and go just before you get to the corner.
Oh, it's Reynolds.
It's Riddle's house.
They mowed the grass this weekend.
Somebody was there? No, it's empty. Okay. They just, it's full of stuff.
Mike,
Yeah.
while we're on properties, do we have any word on movement on the burned down house?
I put the 30-day notice in there as instructed and haven't heard anything back yet. I figured I'd had somebody say something at the Strawberry Festival, because I was out pretty much
What
All
was
day.
the date of the 30-day?
cause nobody has been there when I've been out to do anything, so I just stuck it in the door, and it was 30 days from the 7th. Because again, nobody was there trying to get a hold of somebody there. I don't know if they work it or what, I don't know, but every time I was out, they weren't there.
May 7th?
But-
Or-
But no, June 7th,
June
or I have to look at the paperwork.
Okay.
I've got a copy of it.
This was last month after.
Yep.
Okay. And the cars, all the cars, those that we're given the 30 days as well?
Yep.
Right, the 7th as well? Okay, well,
The 7th?
Until.
yeah,
It's not the 12th.
okay, so it had to been after the,
This last meeting.
So can you,
Last meeting was 12.
can you go to those them or?
Has been 3 days.
so the meeting was
It's
the
30
12th.
business days. And are we going by business days or just regular days, or how does that work when it comes to government stuff?
It would be 30 days.
I think 30 days, 30 days.
Well, that's my birthday.
Yeah.
Praise God. Lord, desperate.
So the meeting was the 12th, what day, did you go, Wednesday or was it
Right.
Friday?
I think it's Friday, yeah.
Okay, so
like, so you said it.
So the 15th, we could start follow up and start getting stuff taken care of, because it had more than really the 30 days at that point.
There's a couple other houses in town that need to be reminded to mow their grass.
I'll do that. Well,
Do that tomorrow, Jason, okay.
Well,
Well, Jason, I know which properties those are, so yeah.
There's another house that's got a lot of trash side of it now.
Where did that?
I'll talk to you about that. Can you say? Yeah.
I mean, what street it on?
Well,
I'm gonna say address, I'll just say purple. Okay.
I got you.
And
I-
it's filing and filing and filing. Let's figure it was last week.
Main and South Street.
I did have a couple more on site
It's not
about
on
our,
right across from like
that we had it for inclined about, so,
that was it. So.
I was thinking. Might pay us.
Yeah, I could pay them.
take the little pay people that take it from us.
Yes, don't forget.
Right,
These better be on.
well, the way Mecca does it is they take out the $50 code fee and then they give us the scrap money. Every time we carry cars last year, we get like $600. It's in the, continuing spending and fund.
That has it, right? It's a bit.
Right,
Right?
That they have.
but
I'm
they might, Carol, I don't know, it's not, like it goes up. But, you're right, right,
Now, so I know.
yeah. Right.
One on Swan. We could know what I mean.
Friday, the 15th.
He said it right.
So it's not like I'm the brother?
It's not even.
I mean, it is.
It'll
It's
be
kinda,
like-
that's the, we feel like.
Mike and Brad did confirm the ordinance and state statute does say anything that's not plated
Not played.
or, so if it doesn't have valid registration, it can be towed
Okay.
after the 30 days.
Not plated as in plates are not a date or just no plate? I guess that's my question.
I
Right.
mean, that'd be the same, kind of the same thing. If the
Yeah.
Plates are expired, but you
Right.
don't have plates, right?
Yep. That's not valid. Not, they're not able to
And then it has to
drive them on the road.
move on its own accord. That's
Yeah,
the
there's
two
some,
things. So there's a couple that,
Obviously, we know, I mean, don't know for a fact, but have a pretty good educated guess that they are not, are inoperable.
yeah. Well, yeah, if it's got four flat tires, it's not moving on.
No, it's not moving on.
is it my turn?
Yep, clerk treasurer, go for it.
Okay. So the governor of the state of Indiana has suspended the gas tax for several months. And, that's great for your pocketbook, but that gas tax money is our road repair money. And so, that's our community crossings match money. So, they're aiding Indians municipalities, the organization known as AIM has, brought together several different groups throughout the state of Indiana, the council of commissioners, NDOT, things like that, to say, okay, sure, that's great that you've done this for the consumer, but we've got all these projects in the works, and people want these projects, now they're not gonna have their match money. So, no, but he has taken notice, and he is saying that he is hoping that he will make up the shortfall to communities, so the surplus. So we are going to have to watch that because that will definitely be our match. Because we get about $1,200 to $1,300 a month. Actually, I get more than that in gas tax money. So we get a nice chunk. And so we need that money for those road repairs. I understand that it's great that we're getting that relief at the pump, but. Well, he's extended it. It's gonna be like, I think the 4 to 6 months worth of lost revenue. It's a pretty good chunk, but So that did come out, and I showed you guys, this is the Rockville map, we're developing the Rosedale map. I've been working with the Trail Association, prototyping my phone, really excited about that. And then, that's what the Trail Association is doing. The other thing,
Right there for sure.
what, you didn't see it.
Just get the wing.
So they'll just go, where you can pick them up at the restaurant, at Little Bear. They're just fun. It's kind of fun. Post office, books. The other thing I want to bring up is related to the post office. We're having a lot of trouble with our bills delivering in a timely fashion. And so there's been a lot of discussion amongst other clerk treasurers
Oh, yeah.
that some places have extended their due date because it is kind of crappy to not get your bill and then get charged late if you didn't receive it. They're being mailed in plenty of time. They are just not getting there, and there's no postmarks on it to prove that we mailed it. There's nothing, right? So I guess we can see how it goes for the next couple of months, but I do think some places have gone to, instead of billing cards, doing a billing statement. So it's a first class stamp, which is first, it's envelopes and more labor and first class stamps, so it's more money, but they've gone to that because they're actually arriving better. So that's kind of an ongoing problem that keeps being discussed in the treasurer circles. So I wanted to bring that up. And our consumer confidence report for water has to be filed by the end of this month. So I'll use that on the website. Gary is coming by tomorrow to get that me on my end. And we put in Jace. You guys put in we put in 50, right?
Almost 60.
We put in almost 60 meters. It's definitely a huge relief to not have to manually read all those. We're down to about 70 to 80 still left to replace. So water's doing pretty well right now. So I am hoping that we can finish that project by the end of the year. 50 meters is $14,000. It's $15,000 now, but I think we can get it done. But Jason and I worked together on it. We did certain streets.
Hey, we did all those meters in what, 3 days?
Yeah,
I mean, it was. Good job.
we did, and I felt like it was pretty organized. I felt like we were pretty.
Yeah, I mean, once me and her got our system started, we found a lot that we haven't been able to find.
And we chose to not, which we may have made a mistake on that. We might think about that when I read next month, but we chose to not use the computer and drive around to read the few that we're reading.
I will say I'd like to just drive around. I know it's only like 20.
I know, it wasn't even that many left.
On there that kind of a pain, dude.
Well, I know, and we talked about it, and I said, I think I can bypass it because it wasn't working well, and I did bypass it, but we did realize that maybe that wasn't a good thing. So anyway, it's been a learning, been good, well, we've been good, we hustled and they were in, and then.
Well, we went from 120 manuals to 60.
72 or
Yeah,
something like that, yeah, no, it's not like
It took
that.
us 2 hours. Like I sent 2 kids in one truck, me and Jake in another truck. It was like 2 hours to read all of that.
So, teamwork, lots of different, so.
HWC.
HWC is our community crossings. Yeah, that's our engineer Scott, and he came to the meeting last time, and he said he really wanted to do a good analysis on like what the things are fluctuating so much right now with oil prices. That's really hard to get good estimates going. So since this application process isn't until September, we have a little bit of extra time, but he was working on that. And Cody, you and I can sit down and talk about the 88 plan as thoughts. So, because that has to be refiled as well. That's all I have to say.
Public comment. Okay. Motion to pay bills. Second. Okay, Brad, second, all in favor? Aye. Okay. Okay, Carol.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Rick.
Yes. No fudging around.
I got stuff to do.
Too bad.
dinner's ready.
Too bad.
What are you having?
I don't know, Tammy's cooking, so it's a toss up of what